Hello everybody, my name is Jordan Novick. I'm driving with the owner of Autosport Acura of Denville, Stephen Lustig. We're in a 2019 RDX A-Spec model. We're going to go for a ride and show you a little bit of what the car has to offer.
All right, let's go. So I had the idea of doing this video with Jordan because I'm a car dealer. I've grown up in the car business. I race cars professionally as well, so I spend quite a bit of time in the car, and I'll just let you guys hear the revs right now as we head up Route 10. So I spend a lot of time in the car, travel around a lot for racing and for work, and I've rented a lot of SUVs over the years, and I try to drive as many cars as possible. I have friends who own other kinds of dealerships, and I drive their cars and see what's up. And I had the idea of doing the video on this car because I can honestly say, of all the SUVs I've ever driven, this one feels the most like a true sports sedan. The way it handles, the way it accelerates, the way it plants around corners, it's really sensational. And we've been with the Honda brand since 1974, Autosport Honda, and we've had Acura since 1988. So we've been driving these cars for a long time, and they really hit this one out of the park. Am I turning here?
Yep.
Okay.
Have you got it?
So we're going to turn here. We're going to bring it in. Just want you to feel how, if you can from a video, feel how the car brakes and handles. And this is just a blast of a car to drive. So Jordan, maybe you can explain to some people about the SH all-wheel drive system, what it does, a little bit about the engine package.
Absolutely.
Here.
And we're actually making a right-hand turn on Zeke Road. It's going up here on the right. Yeah, right over here. So the vehicle comes equipped with the super handling all-wheel drive. So what that is actually a torque vectoring system for the vehicle. So for example, in inclement weather, such as let's say one wheel in the front gets grip and the other three don't have grip, it'll actually divert up to 70% of the power in snow mode to any of those specific wheels. Right now we're driving in Sport Plus mode, so it'll actually divert almost up to 100% of the power to the left, the right, or the rear. So we're going to take this corner with a little bit of speed.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we can't really feel it because you guys are watching the video, but it's amazing how well this car handles.
And it's wet, and there's a ton of grip.
Exactly. And again, the vehicle has a couple different modes. You have your snow mode, your comfort mode, your sport, and sport plus. They kind of did away with the regular mode because the car's so sporty, there's no way to really call it regular or normal.
I've played some youth football games down here, kids that I've coached. Quite a nice park, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, with the music down, I just want everybody to hear kind of what the car sounds like. The engine does have a nice grunt to it. The cabin is very quiet, though, for a car that's as peppy as this one. We'll crank through some of the wet. Check out the brakes on this car.
So we'll make a right-hand turn up here. Let's say you were on a hill such as this. The car does have a brake hold feature as well, so if you were to have a full brake on a steep hill and then let go, it'll hold for a few moments, so you don't roll back into the individual behind you.
All right, I'm going to pull it out of Sport Plus mode, so if you can tell everybody what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, so
we're a little bit high in the revs right now. We're just going to calm it down a little bit.
Yeah, so essentially when you take it out of Sport Plus, put it into Sport mode, it's going to lower the rev. It's not going to shift quite as quick. It's going to basically kind of make it a little bit more tame, I guess you can call it. Same thing goes for comfort and then snow mode as well.
Yeah, and you'll find the throttle response needed to influence the shift in the car in both modes. Again, Sport Plus is going to keep those revs a little higher and let you get a little bit of max power. And Sport will get you there, and at the appropriate time, it'll kind of shift up to the next gear, bring the revs down. Hey!
Perfect timing.
This was not planned to run the Apple CarPlay feature. I'm just going to hit the button, and my wife is on the phone. Hi, Kim. How are you?
Good. Well, who are you talking to?
Well, I'm talking to one of our sales representatives here at Acura. Jordan Novick is in the car, and anybody else who watches this video that we're filming right now. How you doing?
I'm good. You can call me back.
So you don't want to be a part of this?
Not particularly.
Fair enough. Love you. I'll call you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
So here, if you want to give it some power going up this hill, it's another good spot to feel the super handling all-wheel drive at play.
So might drive into the back of this German SUV in front of us.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes you wonder which one will do better around turns.
I would definitely rather have this on a racetrack than that. I know the power to weight of this car, and it's pretty awesome.
There we go.
Get a little music on. Why don't we talk a little bit about, while we have a little lull in the action, maybe a little bit about the stereo system.
Yeah, so the vehicle is going to have equipped the ELS audio, 3D audio upgraded setup. So you're going to have actually speakers up in the ceiling. You're going to have speakers all around. You have essentially 3 different audio trims. Once you go from the base model to the technology, you'll be gaining your ELS audio. You gain speakers in the rear, for example. And then once you go to the A-Spec and above, you have the 3D audio, which you essentially get higher quality and speakers in the ceiling. It's really something to hear.
It is, and I just saw a press release yesterday. I don't know what magazine awarded it something, but it did just get an award for the best stereo in a car of this year's models. I don't know what it was, but everybody loves the little almonds. One thing I really like about this new RDX design, and I know where I am now. We're gonna take it out a little bit back on Route 10. I kind of want to just do that. And what I really like about this whole new center stack, which is completely redesigned, this is the latest and greatest tech from American Honda Motor Company, and it's in this car, is this touchpad. And the touchpad is really awesome. There's a small acclimation period to get used to it, just like anything else. It's like the first time you had your iPhone and you're like, I'm never gonna figure this thing out, and a day later you've got it completely figured out. It's really, really intuitive. And again, I'm not just saying that. If I didn't like it, I would absolutely tell you that I didn't like it, but I really love it, and I've gotten very used to it. So just toggle through my presets. So if I put my hand on the pad, anywhere in the pad is going to be assigned to an area, and I can scroll through it and get to anywhere I want. And when I want to change, I've got 16 available presets here in the radio. I want to get to the next page. I just brush my finger across it like that, get to the next page like that, and get to the next page. I don't even have anything there. Now on the right side, that'll take me to the right menu there. Get the album cover, I can get the time, and I think it probably defaults to the nav when I have Sirius XM on. Is that correct on the main screen?
Yeah, it really depends on how you have it set up. So, for example, when you turn the radio on, it'll give you an option. Basically, even if you don't have the radio on, it gives you an option if you want the radio on or off. And then you can actually select individual items. It really depends on what you had up last. So let's say you had your navigation up last, it'll bring the navigation back up.
This is the home screen right here, and I can get anywhere I want. So as you saw when my wife called, I didn't want to be a part of this, and we'll have a conversation about that later. Apple CarPlay, is it standard in every RDX?
Correct, yeah, Apple CarPlay is standard on every RDX.
Excellent. And it's basically your iPhone right there in front of you. Anywhere you want to get to, I can get to my music library, and I can put anything on there. Sleigh Ride from the Ronettes, I'm not sure how that got on there, but it's the season and it's okay. So I know, here's the cool thing I like about this. So I know the back button right there is in the top left corner. If I put my finger in the top left corner of this, there it goes. So it's very easy. Oh, by the way, that was a lane departure warning. Jordan, you want to tell everybody about that?
Yeah, so the vehicle comes standard with the full Acura watch suite.
There it is.
It's going to have the road departure mitigation. Actually, it's kind of hard to see. Let me. There we go. Oh, you just missed it. Anyway, so the vehicle is going to have the active braking, lane keep assist, road departure mitigation, active cruise control. That's all standard for the car, even from the base model and above. You also, in this car, he has the blind spot indicators, fog lights, cooled seats. Heated seats are standard. I'm not sure if I showed you guys before, but the car does have this panoramic roof.
Hang on there, buddy. It is just a lot of fun to drive.
It really is.
I like to push any car that I drive. It's just kind of in my blood to do so. This one is incredibly responsive, and I would really invite anybody interested in this car to come and take a test drive with one of our product specialists. Jordan can take you out. I'd be glad to take you out also, because I really like driving it. and I love explaining it, and I love talking to customers. So I could drive it, you could sit here, you could drive it, I could sit there, we could talk about the car, go get a cup of coffee, and see what you think. So we're just to see how comfortable it is to drive right now. We're just getting 60 miles an hour, just under 2,000 RPM. Very quiet in the car, very comfortable. I'm just going to let the music go up a little bit.
Rest and repair.
So that's a cool thing too. You'll see when I change. I was asking Jordan about this before. What I like about this car a lot is, you know, all right, so I'm going to go to this station. It's going to bring me to the beginning of the song. And I'm not sure how it does that, but maybe Jordan can explain that better than I can.
That's actually, to be honest, the first time I've actually seen that. And I really like that feature a lot.
So yeah, you just it's XM data, I guess, and it kind of stores what was just played. And if it's in the middle of a song, if you toggle to that station while that song has already been broadcast from Sirius XM, it'll start you in the beginning of that song, and it's very cool. And if someone calls or a call comes in and I pick up the call, the music will cut off and it'll pick up right back where it was. It's a little thing, but it's kind of really cool, especially where we've all been in a car and your favorite song is on and a person you don't want to call calls you, you pick it up, and the first thing you say to the person is, "Thanks for ruining my song." Well, now you don't say that anymore. It's very nice. So really, really great car. You can see I do have the seat heater on here. It's a little cold outside. It's 37 degrees. This car has seat heaters, and we've got the cool seats going on this side. You can see that's on. Again, really, really simple control panel. I've had to use everything. The car is great. I don't know, there's a lot to say about the car. I don't want the video to go on forever, but just a real blast to drive. And I think anybody looking for, you know, a 5-passenger SUV out there really should take a look at the 2019 RDX. Just a great car. No?
Absolutely.
We're going to be headed to the dealership soon. I thank everybody for the time, and we hope to see you guys soon. We are Autosport Acura of Denville. That's at acuraofdenville.com. It's 3109 Route 10 East in Denville, New Jersey. And if you want to call us, we're at 973-361-2626. We hope to hear from you. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you want to call in, we're always around to talk to you guys, answer any questions you might have. Thank you so much.